Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today's video is a fun one because I am going to be playing with the BH Cosmetics Blueberry Muffin palette. Now this palette is not new, but it's new to me. I don't know when these came out. They were part of the, what was it called? I was gonna say the brunch collection, but it's not. On the back it says Weekend Vibes. Was this part of the brunch collection? Maybe. Anyway, I got this palette and the avocado toast. I already have looks up using the avocado toast, but I picked them up on sale. And as I'm filming this, they're still on sale, y'all. So definitely check them out. It's always good getting some beauty on a budget. But I picked this one up, and I have to say, the Blueberry Muffin palette is 100% outside of my comfort zone. It's kind of hard with the lights because the inside is like very iridescent, but it's definitely outside of my comfort zone. It's very cool toned. We do have like gray shades, blue shades. There are a few neutrals and pinks stuck in there, but overall it's very cool toned and just very different. Like, this is not the kind of makeup that I typically do on the daily. But in my avocado toast, I stepped outside of my comfort zone and y'all left so many sweet comments. So I wanted to play with this palette again. This isn't really a review. There's not gonna be swatches or anything. And truth be told, today, this is the first time I actually played in this palette. So I'm not sure, I mean, you know more than me at this point. You know how many looks I'm going to do because I'm sure it was in the title and in the thumbnail. I don't know. My thought initially was 2 because I'm like, oh yeah, I can just do 2 looks real quick. And today I thought I was gonna do a neutral look, and then tempting was tempting me. So I wanted to dig into that. I wanna mess with some of these pinks. I wanna do more of like a neutral. So I don't know how many looks there are going to be. I initially thought 2, now I'm thinking 3. We'll see how much fun I have playing with this, but I did want to create some looks. I wanted to play with it, and y'all have been enjoying seeing color on my timeline, so I thought, why not? This is a very long-winded intro, but if you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Kelly, and I love all things makeup and beauty. I love talking, I love makeup, I love talking about makeup. So if you like to chat about makeup too, I would love to have you subscribe and be part of the K-Bella fam. I apologize for the long intro. We're going to start with this look, so why don't we go ahead and jump into it. Okay, I already have one eye done because, y'all, this is my first time playing with this palette, and this color story is so outside of my comfort zone. I didn't know what to do. So while I was watching Bailey Sarian on YouTube, I did one eye. This is what we got right here, a nice, pretty, shimmery, deep blue eye. So that is what I'm going to show you how to create. This will be our first look, and I'm gonna go in with Delish down here. To me, it almost looks like a light blue with like a purple undertone, but when I did put it on the eye, it is definitely blue. Now, I know so many people have like raved about this eyeshadow palette, and I have to say, this is my first time using it, and the formula is really nice. It's just that I don't really feel comfortable in blues. Blues are not my wheelhouse here. We do have some silvers, we have some cooler tones. I don't know how many looks I'm gonna create. I do know I wanna try and do like some neutral looks, but I mean, I can't have the Blueberry Muffin palette and not create a blue look. Plus the shade that we're gonna use on the lid is like so pretty. I had to do it. Okay, then we're gonna go into this shade right up here, which is similar in tone, just a bit deeper, called Cheat Day, and a more tapered brush. And y'all, a little bit goes a long way with this pigmentation. And I'm gonna keep this a little bit lower, and then I'll go back in with that fluffy brush and kind of just blend everything out. But start off light because these shades are super pigmented. Okay, so it's just moments later for y'all, but I actually just got done eating some lunch while I was doing my makeup. My husband and daughter were out at the playground together, and they just came home with lunch. So I stopped and ate, reapplied some lipstick, We are back to wrap up this video. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here in So Good and just like a domed brush. And I'm gonna put this right on the outer part of my eye. I hear a dog at my door. I'm currently dog sitting. I have 2 dogs of my own, Bentley and Royce, a Boston Terrier and a French Bulldog. But my girlfriend that I work with, she is the one who always watches my dogs when we go out of town. And she is out of town on a family vacation. So I have her 2 dogs. So it's a full house. It's only 4 animals for me. She also has 2 cats. So when I bring my dogs to her house, it's really a full house over there. Okay, now for the lid shade. I had to do it. I had to go into this shade right here in Tempting. It was tempting me. I thought about doing like more of a neutral look today because we're gonna go out to dinner tonight. I thought about maybe trying to do like a deeper like outer corner area and a lighter lid shade, but Tempting was tempting me. So I'm gonna put it on this Royal and Langnickel medium eye shader brush and spray it a little bit. I actually really need to wash my brushes, but I'm going to spritz it with some Fix Plus, and we will put that right on the lid. This is a very like vibrant blue shade. It's very pretty. Are you guys ready for the lower lash line? Super fancy. Insert sarcasm there. So I'm going to use this BK204. First, I'm gonna go in with Cheat Day right here. These are gonna be all shades that we used already. And I'm just gonna put that right underneath the lash line. And I'm not trying to be precise. I'm just gonna place it right there. Kind of slap it around. Same brush, but then the shade that we used in the outer V, So Good, which is a similar shade but deeper. I'm gonna get that and put that just on like the outer part of my under eye. And then because I felt that was a little harsh, I'm taking a fluffy brush and going in with the lightest shade down here in Delish and blending out those edges. Because I like an inner corner pop, using my pinky and going in with Sugared right here, getting a little bit on my pinky. And we are just going to pop that right there on the inner corner. I am going to go ahead and finish up this eye with some mascara, and then I will show you the finished look, all complete, and I'll tell you what's on my lip. So here we have the finished look. I threw some earrings on because I was feeling a little naked. On the lips, I do have my ColourPop Cool BFF Lippy Pencil. It's more of like a cool toned, almost like a grayish lip liner. I love that. And one of my favorite, if not my actual favorite nude lipstick by Dominique Cosmetics in the shade Pretty Natural. You could throw a gloss on it if you wanted, but that is my lip right here. Here is the first look, beautiful and blue. Why don't we go ahead and jump into the second look? Okay, so for look number 2, I think I want to do something more on like the pinky end. That's why I have this like pink tank top on. So I think I'm going to go in right down here with Fluffy, and we're going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to put that right in the crease. Now this fluffy shade isn't actually super pink. It's more of like, I don't know, like an orange salmon tint. But I think I'm going to go in with like Cravings perhaps, or maybe Yummy on the lid. And I want to pull from more of those pink tones. Our first look was very blue, so I want to see if I can get something a bit more toned down and neutral, which tends to be like my personal preference. Okay, so initially I was thinking about going in with like the gray treat, but I don't know that the gray is going to mesh well with fluffy, so I think I might go into 350 degrees, and I still want a brush that's pretty fluffy. I'm gonna take this one, my Refer number 1, and dip into that 350 degrees. It's probably gonna be pretty pigmented, and I wanna keep that pretty low. I do need to build it up a little bit, but this brush is more fluffy, so it'll keep it a little bit on the lighter side. And I'm just gonna keep the majority of the pigment in the outer corner, and then I will blend it in. This will take some building up, and then I'll go back in with that fluffy shade and make sure everything meshes once I have the pigmentation where I want it. Okay, so now I'm gonna use the same shade, the same 350 degrees shade that we used, but this time I'm using my BK207, which is more domed, and I just want to get that like right here. Can y'all hear a dog snoring in the background? I am still, as I'm filming, I'm still dog sitting my girlfriend's 2 dogs, and I have 2 dogs, and all 4 of them are in the room right now. I do not know which one snored, but one of them snored super loud. Anyway, same color, same shade. Just trying to pack it right here on the outer part of my eye. This will be an easy look. Okay, so now on the lid, like I said, this will be an easy look. Now on the lid, I want to take Cravings right here. It has a bit of a pink tint, and I'm going to use my Royal and Langnickel Medium Eye Shader. I'm gonna put a little bit of Fix Plus, and we will see how this applies on the lid. I am going to press to try and eliminate any fallout. I kind of wish I could use my BK Beauty shader brush, but it's pretty dirty. I need to wash my brushes, but it's a little bit smaller. This is a pretty big brush, but this is doing the trick. That's a really pretty shade. Okay, so then for the lower lash line, my foot just fell asleep. Okay, for the lower lash line, I'm just gonna take a pencil brush and I'm gonna go in with Fluffy first, and we'll put that like all over the lower part of my lash line. And then I think I'm gonna go in with that 350 and just kind of stamp it on the outer edges. That's my plan. I like to use whatever I did in the crease and kind of mimic it underneath to make everything match up. And then I'm gonna go in with that shade Sugared, pop that on the inner corner, throw on some mascara, and I'll show you the finished look. So here is the finished look right here. On my lips, I do have the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in the shade Pillow Talk, and then I topped it with my Kylie Cosmetics Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the shade Bare. So this wraps up the look here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm thinking we're gonna do one more look. I'm not quite sure what, but I think we'll have one more look. So why don't we go ahead and jump into that one. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna do for this last look, but I think I'm gonna start by taking Treat. I think I wanna put Crumble on the lid and do something more like on the silver gray end with like a hint of the blueberry peeking through. So we're gonna start right here with this Treat shade, and I'm gonna kind of use that as a transition and blend it all over the crease. Then I think what we'll do to like tie in the blueberry vibes is to take a little bit of Cheat Day, and I'm going to put that right in the crease underneath the gray. So it'll still peek out, but it's gonna be more cool toned, a little bit deeper, and help to get a little bit of that Blueberry Muffin vibe. Now I can't decide, I kind of wanna take a little bit of Baker's Dozen and put it like in the outer part of my eye, but I think I'm gonna put the lid shade on first and kind of go from there and see like how that looks. So I want my BK shader brush. I just washed all of my brushes, so now I have to find it. Here it is, the 203, and I'm gonna go in with Crumble and spray it with Fix Plus and put that on the lid. Okay, so I'm gonna take that, press it onto the lid. It's a very pretty silver shade. And I mean, you could totally stop the look here, but I just feel like I need something to like deepen up the outer V. But I don't really have any shades like this. I feel like I don't wear silvers too often. Okay, so now that I have the lid shade on, I can see what I'm gonna do here, and I'm gonna change up gears a little bit and go in with Stud Muffin down at the bottom and my BK207, and I'm gonna just press into Stud Muffin and give it like a little spritz with Fix Plus, just a tiny spritz, and press it right out here into the outer part of the eye. It is a shimmer shade, but it's like a deeper shimmer, so I'm gonna try and keep it below the crease, but I think it'll give a little bit of depth and look really nice. Okay, so then we're gonna go in with a fluffy brush, and I think I'm gonna go down here to Delish down at the bottom and get a little bit of that and just put that right along the lower lash line using a fluffy brush because I want it to be kind of messy. I have some fine lines underneath my eyes and I want to hide those bad boys. Then I'm going to take my BK204 and I think I'm going to go back into Stud Muffin down here on the bottom with this brush and just kind of stamp it right on the outer part to kind of tie in the outer V to the lower lash line so that it almost looks like it wraps around. No product on this, but I'm just going to do a little bit of blending. Y'all know I like my looks real blended. This is definitely a different look for me. This palette is a different palette for me, but it's fun to play around. Okay, as always, my pinky, and I'm gonna take this sugared shade right here, put a touch on my pinky, pop that on the inner corner, then we will go in with some mascara and pick a lip, and I'll be back to show you the finished look. So this is the finished look right here. On my lips, I do have ColourPop's Lippy Pencil in Cool BFF, topped with this Melt Cosmetics lipstick. This is the third and final look, so why don't we go ahead and wrap up this video. And that is going to do it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing me play with the Blueberry Muffin palette by BH, stepping outside of my comfort zone. Again, these are still currently on sale while I'm filming, so if you want to pick them up, now is the time to do so. But let me know which look was your favorite in the comments down below. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Please make sure you're subscribed before you go. That way I can see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.